saying here that at the due to the Coriolis effect, the winds bend towards right side in the northern hemisphere and left side in the southern hemisphere. So in this way, we see that atmosphere which is surrounding the earth on all sides circulates the winds. Look at this figure, dear students. What do you see? uh, on the spherical shape of the earth, their winds are circulated every time. Winds are circulated throughout the earth by the atmosphere. So winds are very important. Understand, these winds, when they circulate from one place to another place, they create different weather and climatic patterns around the world. Okay, some we discussed in the lower class that at equatorial regions, that is Indonesia, uh, Indonesian islands, then in South Africa, then Nigeria, Sudan. In these places, the temperature is high, the climate is very hot. We discussed, right? Moving to the Norway, Sweden, there is the climate is cold, right? So these differences in the climatic patterns is due to the winds as they are circulated throughout the earth. So winds play very important role in weather and climatic patterns. Understand? So they have also played an important role in the history. Which one? Winds. Winds also played very important role in the our history during the what to call medieval period. That is Vasco da Gama, uh, who reached India from the Europe. He benefited. Is a ships moving in the moving in water bodies, that is in the oceans, are benefited by blowing the winds. He was able to transport large what to call quantities of pepper, cinnamon to the Portugal because of the wind instead. So winds are very crucial instead. Winds also very crucial to establishment of the Portuguese rule over the Goa. They came to Goa, they occupied Goa instead. So winds helped in many ways. So there is a vital role of the winds in deciding the climatic pattern and what to call weather patterns around the world, right? So I think it is clear. Next, we move to the classification of winds instead. So winds are classified, okay, depending on their direction. How do they blow? Understand? There are three types of winds, my dear students. One is planetary winds, seasonal winds, second, and third is local winds. Okay, planetary winds blow in a specific direction without changing its direction throughout the year. Okay, those are called planetary winds. The winds which do not change their direction, they blow continuously and regularly in a specific direction, are called planetary winds. These planetary winds are again sub subclassified into three types, that is trade winds, westerlies, and polar winds instead. These are the what three types of winds we find in what to call the planetary winds instead. Dear students, we see that the first one is trade winds, second is westerlies, third is polar winds instead. Trade winds are moving in easterly in direction. They move in easterly direction, that is moving from east to west. They are northeast trade winds. Instead, you know, earth is rotating from west to east, understand? And whereas the winds here, we see that they are moving in the east direction, right? As they are moving in the east direction, dear students, look at, I'll show you that this is the east direction, this is the west direction. So winds are blowing from east direction. Specifically, they are blowing from northeast. This is north, this is east. In between this, it is northeast. So from northeast direction, the winds are blowing. So in the northern hemisphere, they blow in the northeast direction. I'll show you. This is northeast direction, these winds, dear students. These are northeast direction. So those winds are called northeast trade winds. And in southern hemisphere, these winds are blowing from southeast